Hey guys, so today we're gonna be talking about the most important topic when it comes to magic, the most important from your side, so for you to do. And that is, of course, gonna be about some vibrational work, how I call it. But basically, what it's your mindset, it's your reactions, it's your beliefs, it's all of it in one. So just like working on yourself all put in one category that I call vibrational work. And it's going to be different for everyone because different people will have different challenges regarding this. Okay, so this is going to be an audio for everybody, whether you are a client that has had movement but has not yet had the final result, whether you're a new client or just starting out, whether you are a client that has had no movement yet. So it's going to be beneficial for everybody who has not had their final result yet. Okay, so the thing is that you really have to put in the work here. And you have to work on your mindset and you have to be careful what you feed your brain with. It's it's called reprogramming. So you need to be reprogramming it for this to work because a lot of clients will start doing it and then they're just going to stop because the results are not immediate. You're going to have to do it for a while until you can actually feel that change within you. It doesn't happen overnight, absolutely not. It's impossible. That's just not how the brain functions. Okay, so it's gonna take you some time. It's gonna depend on the state you are in, the vibration you're in at the moment, how long it's gonna take. So again, it's gonna be different for different people, but it's doable for everybody and it does always work. That's important to say. You just have to be consistent. Consistency is the key for everything in life. Every single thing, guys. So you have to be consistent when you take care of your teeth, for example. You have to be consistent when you take care of your hair. If you have acne or some skin issues, you have to be consistent to get rid of those. If you go to the gym, you have to be consistent. So consistency is the key for everything. If you go to school, you have to be consistent, you have to be learning, you have to be studying. Same thing with this. Exactly same thing. And it's not going to work if you are not consistent. It is what it is. Okay. So, for example, if you wanted to grow your glutes, grow your booty, right? And you went to the gym, but you were not consistent. You were going here and there, and you were not following the advice given by your trainer. So, you've been slacking with your workouts. You haven't really done the muscle mind connection. You don't do enough reps. You don't increase your weight. You don't take enough protein with your meals. Your diet just is garbage. It sucks. Is Are your glutes gonna grow? No, they're not, right? They're absolutely not. And it's the same with vibrational work. You gotta be doing it. I'm sorry, but you gotta be doing it. So, vibrational work doesn't have to take a lot of your time and doesn't have to be difficult. It's up to you whether you're gonna make it difficult or not. What is important here is to be careful with your mindset. If you are getting those limiting beliefs kicking in, like limiting beliefs, they're that voice inside of your head that is telling you, no, you can't do this. Nope, you're not good enough. No, that girl is prettier than you. No, they're gonna choose somebody else because somebody else is better than you are. Those are the limiting beliefs. Like, no, nothing can ever happen for you. No, of course you're not gonna get a job because you never do. So that voice is the problem. And I bet that you hear that voice multiple times every single day. When that voice kicks in, you're gonna tell And you're gonna have to be consistent with this. You're gonna tell that voice, nope, you're wrong. I can do it. Oh no, I don't think so. People change their mind all the time. Yeah, you're wrong because people actually can change their mind. And yes, I am good enough. And why wouldn't I get a job? So you're going to be doing that and you're going to be consistent with it. If you get anxious, if you get anxiety, like really bad anxiety, you will do the exercises for anxiety. They work. You're just gonna plain gonna do them and they're gonna shift your focus. Okay? If you have extremely bad anxiety where you have bodily reactions or panic attacks, then obviously you need to see a professional about it. And, if you are taking some medication for that, you will be doing that. If you're not and you have really bad anxiety where your body reacts, then I do recommend taking something for that period of time when it's happening. So just when it's happening, that can be something that's just natural based. If that is gonna work for you, it won't for everyone. It's gonna depend on how it's gonna depend on your organism and also on how severe the anxiety is. But yeah, that's gonna be helpful. And absolutely the exercises as well. Okay. Now, another very important thing that I want to mention is that we all have those people around us that maybe you're not realizing, but everybody around you and everything around you, like how you grew up, the media, society, everything programs your brain. So every single thing, every single person programs your brain, and you are not even aware of it because it all happens on an unconscious level. So your subconscious is running a program that you're not even aware of. So very important. If you have those type of people around you, friends or coworkers or whatever, that every time you say something, oh, I'm planning on doing that or that, and they tell you, oh, that's not a good idea. You can't do that. You are not pretty enough. You are not smart enough. Whatever it is, those people that will kind of put you down and that will tell you, no, it's not possible. No, it's not going to happen for you. Or if you tell them, oh, I really want to get back together with my ex, and they're like, oh, no, forget it. That's not a good idea. So you want to stay away from those people, basically. And I understand that we can't always, not all of you can cut those people from your life because some of these people are coworkers and you just have to coexist with them, or they're your neighbors or your family members. Um, you can, however, get rid of toxic friends, which I do definitely recommend. Don't be afraid to do it. You're gonna feel so much better, and your vibration is gonna increase actually. But for those people that you just can't get rid of, that you just have to kind of, because yeah, we have all kinds of situations, and it's not always possible to get away from everybody. Try to, well, you can try talking to them and kind of explaining your point of view and why this is like not good for you. If that is not an option, because yeah, there's all kinds of people and there's all kinds of opinions, then just try to avoid those topics while speaking with them and just try to focus on something where you can get a positive interaction, basically. So it's very important to just kind of get everything that's like toxic or negative out of your sight. So whether it's like people, or maybe if you're subscribed to some YouTubers or TikTokers or whatever it is that are, filled with messages that are like negative or that are like in some way not resonating with you at this moment, then I suggest just hiding them or unsubscribing. Just like really be mindful what you are putting inside your mind. That is so important and it's not talked about enough. But you can just see examples of programming everywhere and all around you. Have you ever bought a clothing item because it was in trend and everybody had it? And actually, you didn't even think it was pretty or flattering or anything, but you just had to have it because you just saw it everywhere and everybody had it, and you just had to have it, but you didn't really think it was that amazing. I bet you have. I bet you have. And just look at Labubu. I mean, it's not very attractive, is it? And I remember that there were toys that looked similar when I was a kid, and yeah, nobody was like drawn to them. But now it's like this viral hit, and all the influencers are having it, and now everybody wants it because you've programmed to want it. But do you really actually want it or need it on your purse? Come on. Probably not. I mean, maybe somebody does think it's cute and that's fine, but I think that for like majority of the people it's just programming. So programming is everywhere. So if even the media, social media, influencers are able to program you and you're not even aware, and suddenly you want that thing and you're buying the thing that you wouldn't normally ever buy or think is pretty. Imagine how much people around you and stuff you hear on a daily basis and your upbringing and the situation that you had in your family programmed you. Can you even imagine how much it did? So be very mindful what you are surrounding yourself with and who you are surrounding yourself with. It matters a lot. You definitely want to, especially now at this moment when you are trying to get, your wish through magic to come true. Absolutely have to be careful about these things. Okay. Then the last thing I kind of want to address is, of course, going to be the law of attraction and law of assumption, because I do get a lot of questions on it, and there is just again such a craze on social media around it. And again, we are being programmed around these topics. So, love attraction absolutely is a thing. And, obviously, because we are all energies, and energy is a thing, and it does attract and it does repulse. So, yes, there is something to it, absolutely. And we are kind of using it with the vibrational work as well. Yeah. However, it's very important to understand that these people are portraying it in a very I don't want to say bad way, but it's not how it truly is. And the reason why it's so viral is because they're basically telling everybody what they want to hear. And they are telling everybody something that, everybody wishes that their life was like this, right? So what they're saying is you can have everything you want. You are the god of your reality. You are a god. You are in full control, and you get to kind of choose what you want and who you want, and everybody else is a puppet, and like it all works like that. And that's very appealing. I would love if it was like this as well, but it's not. So don't be delusional. Don't get into these crazy ideas, because they don't work and they can be very damaging again on your mental health. So we humans, we want to have control over things. It's just natural, right? It's the ego thing. We want to control things, and we get anxious when something is out of our control. And this is why you get anxious when you have a breakup and all of those stuff. What we need to accept is that we can't control everything. Yes, there are things we can and there are things we can't. And we have to be okay with that. We have to accept it. Acceptance is number one step. Just accepting, okay, I can't control this situation. It's fine. You don't have to control everything. So that's one. And then the other thing is that we are not gods of our realities. And while we do have free will and we do get to make choices, and this is why mindset is so important, because with your mindset, you are affecting, basically, your mindset is what affects the choices you're making in life. It affects how you react to things. It affects everything. So mindset is the number one thing you should be working on. So where was I? I forgot where I was going with this. I apologize. Um, yeah, so you are not a god of your reality. You do not control other people. You do not control anybody but yourself. So you can control your emotions and reactions. You can't control other people's emotions and reactions. You don't control other people. And even with magic, we don't control other people. We are merely pushing them and giving them some ideas and some, just intentions. And we are also creating situations where, certain things can happen, but we are not controlling them. We can't control them. We can't take over free will. That is not a thing. Okay. And then, of course, there are things that are just meant to happen that you have to go through. And this is because you need to learn your lessons from those things. Your soul needs to learn and grow. And that's how it does. That's how it learns and grows, through certain karmic things that you have to go through, whether it's like breakups or maybe, deaths or whatever it is. And we all experience death, our own and of others as well. And it's not something that you can ever escape from. And if law of assumption was correct, then you could do anything and nobody would be dying and nobody would have any bad experiences. That is impossible. Forget it. You just have to have them. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, also, let's get into affirmations. So these coaches, they recommend affirming, Ted is back, Ted is back, Ted loves me, Ted loves me. These type of affirmations do not work. Affirmations are good to reprogram your brain, but not in such manner, because if you're going to be affirming for your ex, you're only going to get more obsessive, more needy, more desperate, which is a low vibration, and then you're going to be doing yourself more harm than good. What you can be affirming are the things that you need to reprogram in your brain, because brain does learn through repetition. So affirmations are good, but if you know how to use them. So you should be affirming things for your self concept, as they call it. So just about yourself and, your limiting beliefs, basically. You take your limiting beliefs and then you switch them, and that's how you get an affirmation. So if you think you are never chosen, your affirmation is going to be, I'm always chosen. If you think you're not good enough, you're going to be affirming, I'm more than good enough. I'm the best. I am good enough. If your limiting belief is all men cheat, your affirmation is going to be, there is an abundance of faithful men. You're not going to say nobody cheats, because that's not true, and your brain's going to know that's a lie, because it is. But there is so many people that don't cheat, and that's a fact, and your brain knows it is. So you're going to repeat that. Okay. So I hope this is making sense. So always focus on the positive, um, never on the negative. Yes, there are negative things around us, absolutely, and that's life, but we are not going to be focusing on them. We're going to be focusing on the positive people and positive things and positive mindset. Um, so I hope this was helpful. I'm going to end it just because it's been a while, like almost 20 minutes. And yeah, good night, guys.